We're here today talking with Thom Majka about his book, Lindsay Smiles. Thom, thank you so much for joining us and making time to talk with us today.
Yeah, appreciate the time and the opportunity to talk a little bit about my book, Lindsay Smiles.
Why don't we just start there? Give us a quick overview. Tell us a little bit about your book.
Yeah, well, my book is about a young girl named Lindsay and their family. Their last name is the Smiles family, and the family is moving. They're moving back to their hometown where mom and dad are originally from. Dad's taking a new job, and Lindsay's starting fourth grade in the town that she was born in. So everybody's excited about that. Lindsay was born with Down syndrome, and the book is in memory of my daughter, Lindsay, who was 8 months old when she passed away 36 years ago. She was born with Down syndrome and a congenital heart defect and passed away when she was 8 months old. And I always wanted to put together a story about what her life would have been like, in my mind, if she would have lived. So I've been thinking about this for a while, and about a year ago, started the process and thought I'd pick it up where Lindsay is moving with her family. It's a pretty exciting time. She's 10 years old, starting fourth grade. And the story is just about the father Lindsay's father, Mr. Smiles, always reminds Lindsay to keep on smiling because it makes all her and everybody around her feel better. So that's the theme of the book, positivity. I think it's a good book for not only children, but a good message for all.
Yeah. So you mentioned kind of written to honor your daughter. Would you say that's where your inspiration and kind of the thought behind the book comes from?
Yeah, absolutely. And we go back in 1989, a similar story. My wife and I, we moved back to our hometown. This was a couple of years after Lindsay passed away. My daughter Stephanie, who is now 37 years old, was 3 years old at the time. So that's kind of got me the inspiration from my wife, Chris, my daughter, Stephanie, at that time in our lives in about 1989 when we moved back to our hometown, which was Cleveland, Ohio. So that was the inspiration, something for all of us to share in the memory of our daughter, Lindsay.
So we've talked a little bit, Thom, outside of the recording and some of the things that you're doing with this book. Why don't you share a little bit about what you are hoping to do from the proceeds and some of the things from this book?
Well, all of the proceeds of the book will be designated to Down syndrome's National Down Syndrome Society, different local organizations sponsoring Down syndrome. We're very happy that we're having this interview with you today. October is Down Syndrome Awareness Month. So that's kind of neat that it's October 27th that we're talking, wrapping up the month. And we're also wanted to share with you, very excited, last week we made our first donation to the Down Syndrome Association of Northeast Ohio. So our plan is to make a donation each month. We'll pick out a different organization related to Down syndrome. So we kicked off our first one this month. It was very exciting. And again, all of the proceeds of each sale of the book will go to Down Syndrome Society associations.
That's great. I love that when you purchase the book, you're getting to learn a little bit and enjoy the book, but also help those different foundations throughout the country, or even the one that supports nationally. Before we end, anything else you want to share with us about you or about your book?
It's been a great time. The book was published back in July, came out. Just a big thank you to all of my family, all of my friends who supported, the book, buying the book, passing the word. We've made some great inroads using social media, and I've had a lot of friends and organizations reach out, not only personally, but some of my friends professionally who I've known, who I've worked with for years, have really stepped up, and it's really been a nice touch from all. So a big thank you to family and friends for all their support.
Well, Tom, thank you for letting us get to talk with you today. You can grab a copy of his book. He's mentioned it. And as he's been talking, you can see it behind him, but it's Lindsay Smiles. It's available online through major retailers, but a couple to highlight. It's available through Amazon, through Barnes and Noble, even available as an ebook. If you want to grab it and read it on your Kindle, you can grab it through the Books app on iTunes. Thanks again, Tom, for talking with us and sharing with us.
Okay, thanks again and have a good day.
You too.